Good afternoon. I have a confession to make. I did not have time to prepare a video devotion for today. And so what I'd like to do instead is to read a prayer for you. This prayer comes from a book by Michel Quoist called Prayers. Michel Quoist was a French priest. This book came out in the 1950s, and it's been translated into English, of course. And it's been a long time since I've read these poems, but some of them have really stuck with me. And the one I'd like to read to you very appropriately, because I ran out of time, is a prayer called, Lord, I have time. And he introduces his prayer by saying, all people complain that they haven't enough time. They look at their lives from too human a point of view. There is always time to do what God wants us to do, but we must put ourselves completely into each moment that he offers us. He then quotes Ephesians chapter 5. Be most careful then how you conduct yourselves, like sensible people, not like simpletons. Use the present opportunity to the full, for these are evil days. So do not be fools, but try to understand what the will of the Lord is. And then his prayer, the poem prayer, begins. I went out, Lord. Men were coming and going, walking and running. Everything was rushing. Cars, trucks, the street, the whole town. Men were rushing not to waste time. They were rushing after time, to catch up with time, to gain time. Goodbye, sir. Excuse me. I haven't time. I'll come back. I can't wait. I haven't time. I must end this letter. I haven't time. I'd love to help you, but I haven't time. I can't accept having no time. I can't think. I can't read. I'm swamped. I haven't time. I'd like to pray, but I haven't time. You understand, Lord, they simply haven't the time. The child is playing. He hasn't time right now. Later on. The schoolboy has his homework to do. He hasn't time. Later on. The student has his courses, so much work. Later on. The young man is at his sports. He hasn't time. Later on. The young married man has his new house. He has to fix it up. He hasn't time. Later on. The grandparents have their grandchildren. They haven't time. Later on. They are ill. They have their treatments. They haven't time. Later on. They are dying. They have too late. They have no more time. And so all men run after time, Lord. They pass through life running, hurried, jostled, overburdened, frantic, and they never get there. They haven't time. In spite of all their efforts, they're still short of time, of a great deal of time. Lord, you must have made a mistake in your calculations. There's a big mistake somewhere. The hours are too short. The days are too short. Our lives are too short. You who are beyond time, Lord, smile to see us fighting it. And you know what you are doing. You make no mistakes in your distribution of time to men. You give to each one time to do what you want him to do. But we must not lose time, waste time, kill time. For time is a gift that you give us, but a perishable gift, a gift that does not keep. Lord, I have time. I have plenty of time. All the time that you give me, the years of my life, the days of my years, the hours of my days, they are all mine. Mine to fill quietly, calmly, but to fill completely, up to the brim, to offer them to you, that of their insipid water you may make a rich wine, such as you made once in Cana of Galilee. I'm not asking you tonight, Lord, for time to do this and then that, but your grace to do conscientiously, in the time that you give me, what you want me to do. We thank Michel Quoist for that prayer, and my prayer for you is that you have the time to do what God wants for you to do. And we'll talk again later.